On this week's episode, we talk about Pendulum Evolution. Do we like it? Do we not? Is it pretty shit? Yeah, you have to listen to find out. And also, we go over the OCG for ban list, some more Six Samurai stuff, and what do we think about that suspended player? This is the Get With a Game podcast. And I'm Bragg, and I'm joined here today, for the first time in a little while, with special guest Loklin.
Hey, still a special guest.
Yeah, look. I tried to unbrand you, but Blake's persistence and Logan's persistence paid off over time.
It's important. I am the most special of the guests.
Yeah. And, Mr. Special Guest, how was your week in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Ooh, kind of shitty. I went to a tournament, happens in Brisbane once every 3 months. It's called the Guff 500. Bragg, you have Player of the Years?
Yes, we do.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
But a bit bigger, because it's like,
yes.
It's kind of like your big tournament.
Yeah, a lot bigger. Even in Australia, if you should really know about the Guff 500. It's a big thing. They stream that bitch, don't they?
Yeah. Stream with, I believe it was Trent and Sam doing the talking this year, so that was probably completely atrocious.
Shots fired.
But went 3-3. We'll get sort of more into that later, I think.
Sure. My week in Yu-Gi-Oh was I built a Odd Eyes deck on Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
I only had two Wisdom Eyes and two Pendulum Calls for some reason, so I went into the tournament playing that. I only realized there's that Dragon Magician that's the level 7 with a 2 Pendulum Scale going into on the deck.
You mean Ghost Thief?
No, actually, it's a pretty damn good card. Actually, it really was useful through the tournament. So, that was put into the deck a few minutes before the tournament. I dropped. Actually, nothing. And it was just literally added to my deck. I was playing 41 cards. I don't know what to drop. I don't care. And
I don't think 41 cards kills your consistency that bad,
right?
right?
It, right? It was just on the move. Can't figure out what to drop. I'll just go to 41. Woohoo.
Yeah.
And then, when we talk about tournament stuff later, we'll probably get into how our decks performed in the current metagame or not so metagame. Actually, probably metagame for me, not metagame for you, which is probably the opposite problems. But anyway, email us at team.c4g@gmail.com or contact us on Facebook. We'd love to hear from you. Questions,
Absolutely.
all that stuff. It's all good. Like and subscribe to us on YouTube and subscribe to us on the podcast feed if, obviously you're watching on YouTube, go and find the audio podcast just in case you want to listen to us on the go. There's actually a few good podcasts to listen to as well, so do that. And if you're on the podcast, find our YouTube channel, subscribe to it. We might start other non-podcast material again. Not me in particular, but if you want to see our beautiful faces, yeah. Look, I wasn't going to throw you under the bus there, but
I'll throw myself under the bus.
yeah. Speaking of throwing myself under a bus, Pendulum Evolution is out this week.
That's a nice segue you got there.
Yeah, because this might be the pack that I might buy a few cards from, because it's the final hurrah of things. I was trying to avoid this meta, I was trying to avoid buying into anything, and I might be doing that. What do you think of this pack from the get-go? It comes out Thursday.
Well, okay. First of all, I don't like it because it's one of those shitty packs that has all hollows, and I just don't like that, to be honest.
Why not?
No, I don't like them. It's a necessary evil because they've got to get this stuff out, and it wouldn't work in a normal pack because it's reprints and a lot of reprints, and at the same time, some stuff is coming out, but I don't like them. I didn't like the movie pack. I don't like the gold packs. I don't enjoy these packs.
I'm like the complete opposite. I almost rather this to even the core sets. The core sets have that much rubbish. I like the nice 60 card sets that kind of increases, it puts out a little bit, not too much, not a lot of filler cards, and you can look over this and go, oh, it's not too jank, right?
Yeah.
Then again, this deck, you couldn't really argue that this pack is jank, but
come back in a month and it's really jank.
yeah, that's the thing. For right now, and in a vacuum, this pack's quite reasonable. And the big thing that I just read on Italian Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not sure where they nicked it from, but they're a pretty good source for some stuff on Facebook. That there is no short print cards in this set.
I mean, why would there be?
Well, again, that's the thing, right? Like, if they were going to do a short print for one of the key magician cards, that would be maybe a classic move to but who are they really pissing off at that point? Like, there's no real thing that they could have gained from it, I don't think. Sure, you would maybe sell more packs to the people that want those cards, but at the same time, you're not really promoting it. And this was meant to be a structure deck, so they have a conscience in there somewhere, Konami.
What card are you most excited for?
Well, none of the actual new magicians. I don't really care for them. I just like the holo reprints of stuff that I had lost. As I said, I only had two. Apparently, I only had two Pendulum Calls and two Wisdom Eyes, even though I had three Oath Dragons. Go figure. So I must have bought three of the structures at one point. So I'm kind of keen to see them be reprinted.
Monolith.
I'm keen for the Monolith reprint as well.
That's big.
That's
ish.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the price had already come down a little bit from where it was.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, I don't know, like, even under Link, I don't even think Clees are going to be that bad.
No, like, I mean, they're probably one of the better ones going into Clees,
Yeah.
Super, and where this pack kind of annoyed me a little bit is the super reprint of Summoner's Art and the super reprint of freaking Skullcombat Joker.
Yeah, we don't need either of those things. I have both of those sitting on my desk.
It's like the Super Instant Fusion reprint. It only pisses the people off who have it.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
You can get commons. Like, you didn't need supers.
Yeah. Come on. Like, oh well. I mean, I just can't, like, I can believe it, but I can't believe it. Like, so obviously the value of Skullcombat Joker, that super, like the one holo print might come down a little bit. So we'll see how we go with that.
Should have sold these when I got offered 30 for 2.
Yeah.
Just after it got announced, and then it went back down to like $10. But
Super Dragon Pulse and Dragon Print's kind of good. If you want to hear me mention the card effects, like, I'm not sure if we really analysed them properly when we talked about them when I was in OCG land. That was because that's when they announced this, and we typed them up. And I'm pretty sure you guys were too distracted with Raid Raptors that day to even talk about this deck. Because I was mentioning the cards, going, "How cool is that? You can use Odd Eyes and like that, like they're in Spellcaster form. How cool is that?" And you go,
and I was like, Fuzzy Lanius. Like,
yeah, you and Andy completely didn't sink in. So going back over them now, like, obviously they're kind of cool to summon out Zark, but for the most part, they're not. I don't like the consistency of their pendulum scale effects is a little bit weird as well. Like was it double iris searches, the bloody other ultra, the continuous spell and the continuous trap, while the rest are all copy effects. It's weird. Actually, no, does double iris do that? Yeah, I think it does. No, well, anyway, doesn't really matter. All these cards won't really be a major thing, but at the same time, it's not the worst pack. 2 ultras a pack, 3 supers a pack. You're going to get those ultras pretty good. The super Melfos, that's pretty cool. And then the Zefras reprints. Oh, nice to see. No, Zefra Yang Zing ones.
I don't like the Zefra. Yeah, I don't like Zefra. It just seems so like. It's just gross. Like, you look at Zefra deck lists and you want to puke.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean.
I don't know.
Nash will be offended. Nash is our local Zefra player, who's actually won one of a few locals in a row with Zefras.
Well, they're not as bad as they should be.
Oh, Oracle is Zefra reprint. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I saw all the Zephyr and Ritual Beast stuff there, but did not see that. So that's actually, man, you're right, that is pretty big.
Yeah.
Dragon's Mirror reprint for, I guess it's a fusion. That's such a loose connection. Ugh. And they're pulling the strings there. Then that and Magical Abductor as well. Kind of good to see.
Well, I mean, what kind of pisses me off a little bit about this set is that it seems half-assed almost. Like, they've reprinted a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, That's cool because it gets like not some specific reprints, but like
Hmm.
overall, it gets more of these cards into more people's hands. I think. Um, but they could have gone. I feel like they could have gone more out with more out with this. They've skipped a few like important sort of like Cleese. They're only getting the two.
Yeah.
Um,
I want my
uh,
shell holo print, damn it.
sorry. Dracos are only getting the Master and the Lecter. Like, who really wants them?
A super
Those
master's a
two?
dumb idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, why are they making a Super Master? This might be biased, but there's no Dinomist reprint. um,
Oh, actually, yeah. Fitting some of the Dinomists in here would have been I would drop the Echo Oscillation and the Pendulum
the
Evolution.
Hypno Sister? Did we need a Hypno Sister?
Yeah, like
Did we need the Dragon's Mirror? Did we
yeah,
like?
the Dragon's Mirror. I know what they're going for. Like obviously, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon in super form as well is a bit rubbish.
But like, there's a deck that's like, legitimately like it's starting to become okay, and like everyone has to deal with commons
Yep.
because that's just like what's happened. And like Metal Foes had to deal with that, and I know they had a lot more they had a lot of tops, but like it eventually moved into getting like nice looking cards.
Yeah.
No one really wants to look at just like flat cardboard like that's not shiny. It just doesn't look as good. Like card art's okay, but like you know what I mean.
Yeah. I feel if they reprinted Dynamis right now, that they would be like that will probably bring their attention back to everyone's mind, or a few people's mind, and we can actually realize that hey,
Well, yeah,
Dynamis are pretty good.
they're okay. But
Hey,
like
I watched you beat the hell out of Zodiac like multiple
seven
games in a row.
times.
Yeah, like a few times in a row. Like it does have that dex number,
It
and
does. Any deck that special summons a lot, it's you know, it's pretty good.
it's pretty
Um,
good.
but like, we maybe could have gotten some like DDD sort of reprints. Like
Oh
in my
yeah,
opinion,
yeah. Well,
some of the more forgotten about pendulums.
yeah.
Like ooh, help me out here.
I'm trying to think of what the vanilla ones. Vanilla Flash Knight. We have Flash Knight. Actually, no. Did they make a Hollow Flash Knight?
Ignites.
Oh, like, hold. Don't go that far. Look, but then again,
Ignites are just the original Metal Foes, man.
yeah, I'll take the Ignites over Echo Oscillation in Odd Eyes Fusion. No, that's a lie. Odd Eyes Fusion. Oh, yeah, Odd Eyes Fusion we needed. Good point. Pendulum
Yeah.
Shift though. Okay, and that's the thing. Like I do have a huge problem with guiding Ariande in here. Not Pendulum Reborn. What's the other shitty Bosch ones? Yeah, so Pendulum Storm, Guiding Ariande, and the other one that if I scroll back up, which I have heaps of, Brody, it's the Paladin. Yeah, Enlightenment Paladin. Like
Mm.
that card had no business being reprinted. Everyone's got plenty of them. Get out. Like everyone in the world bought Bosch.
Yeah, absolutely. Bosch is probably the most bought set
Yep.
ever, right?
So I mean, when everyone was hunting for Twin Twisters and all that bullshit, we've got plenty of those spare. Guiding
Yeah.
Ariande should be worth 10 cents. Damn Ariande.
I mean, it is. Like, it's not worth a lot, right?
No.
Yeah.
So they shouldn't have put that shit in there, but obviously it hasn't had a reprint since whatever.
Ugh.
Yeah. Before we move on to your problems with Zefras, the Six Samurai stuff. There's been one more card actually announced today, like exactly a week after we had the other one. Jeez, that was a big burp. I just took off camera. Anyway, while this card is already face up, I should actually announce its name. Doji, Dark Warrior, effect monster, 1700 attack, 1200 defense, level 4. While this card's already face up in the field, when another Six Samurai is normal or special summon to your side of the field, you can send one Six Samurai card from the deck to the graveyard.
To the
And
GY.
Yeah, I was going to say to the GY. And it has the new protection effect that a few of the shadows have. If exactly one Six Samurai monster you control will be destroyed by a card effect, you can card effect. There's a starter of the day. You can banish this card from your graveyard from your GY instead. So, I mean, it's a Foolish Burial on legs. It kind of works with Kazan and only Kazan, maybe Grandmaster.
Hmm.
Yeah, so, I mean, they're slowly rolling out the new Six Samurai. I didn't actually. This one has a gun, so I'm not sure what much into the lore. Uh, they don't seem to really be like. Oh, but looking at these cards, we look at it with tunnel vision now of like, well, it's not Zoo, it's not good. Like,
Yeah, that perfectly describes sort of how I look at stuff now. I'm like, yeah, but how does this summon 4XYZs?
yeah,
Or stop the summon of 4XYZs? Like, what does this do?
yeah.
But I'm
And then,
sure, like all other 6Ms, this card will eventually be broken.
yeah, yeah. Actually, that's always the key. Well, I mean, and obviously the big one of that was Gateway, right? Do you think we will have a Gateway unbanning in the TCG?
See, the problem is I don't actually know 6Ms a lot, so I'm going to leave this one to you. I came a bit later.
Oh, yeah. So Gateway is their continuous spell. It's actually not searchable. It's called Gateway of the Six. Whenever you summon a Six Samurai while it's on the field, you gain 2 counters on it or 1.
Hmm?
Otherwise, but using its counter effects goes in 2, where the first by detaching 2 counters, you get to give all your Six Samurais 500 attack or something weird, or maybe just 1. But the next one's the problem was you can search a Six Samurai. So if you summon 2 Six Samurai, you get to search for another one, and then obviously if it's Kazan or something, you get to special summon it. So
Yeah.
this card went into degenerate loops and stuff, and you just go bang bang bang, whole thing rush. It was actually when they hit it, it kind of made sense because it was keeping that deck alive for a little while. But with links coming in, obviously you can't loop with Sinks and Xyz anymore, so it's only purely just the monsters. And the monster Six Samurais aren't really the problem.
See, you're just going to end up looping with links, though.
And that's well, to do the loop links, you need to have a few normals and shit. And you need to have a deck that's purely based around that. I'm not sure how adaptable the link looping at the moment. So I think they might be able to afford unbanning Gateway for the next couple of formats. Obviously, it will need to go. When they go, oh, this link one monster only requires a monster and a warrior, which is going to happen
Yeah.
when Konami gets as hard on
It's just going to
warriors
be
again.
synchros without tuners.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be cards that you can't. Like, honestly, I think there's going to be cards you can't link with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll never I wasn't saying they'll never do like an insect or a sea serpent one, but they I was going to talk about the new insect, the crawlers, but it's kind of I was a bit hesitant. I was waiting for their effects last week, and we got their effects this week. They're all flip effect monsters.
Oh. Oh.
And
Face down monsters aren't good. Stop.
say no more. And that's the thing. And it's the Subterra problem.
Subterras are also not good.
They could have broken Subterras. They could have taken away. They could have given them a lot of broken effects, and then make flip effects a thing, right? And try and sell them like they did with Cosmo.
And then they didn't.
They just never. They got too caught up in the nerfing of stuff that isn't Zoo.
Yeah.
What a format we've just had. Anyway, well, I mean,
Will there ever be another format like this?
Yeah, I think we're going to be permanently stuck in this. Like, just different versions of this now. Because looking at the tops over the weekend, once again, all top 16 was Zoo variants, even after the ban list.
Yeah. I don't see how you kill Zoo unless it becomes a Dragon Roller thing.
Yeah, wait, what did they lose this time? Hold on. We talked about the ban list a couple weeks ago. It's they lost. And that's the thing. Me and Andrew talked about this last week. They lost the instant fusion combo, right, with losing Norton, and then they lost a little bit of consistency with Terratop. And then what's that? They were dropping Terratop and instant fusion before that.
Yeah.
And it still tops in the OCG before their mega hit, which, that's right. I should have put the OCG list in here. Damn it, that's...
Broad Bull, right?
Yeah, they hit Broad Bull over there, so in theory, the Zodiac a kill over there. Did you see
Are
the
they though?
OCG?
Like, it doesn't. Like, I'm fairly certain I saw something the day that was like OCG pure Zodiac, and it topped. Like,
Oh, but they're out of cards. They're out of cards.
they're just doing the Thoroughblades and stuff.
Yeah, actually, Thoroughblade is damn good. So
Thoroughblade, and the other one. I don't know. I never bought Zoo.
yeah,
I just like wait for them to do their first summon and I negate it, and that's it.
Whiptail.
Whiptail, Ram. Yeah.
I'm gonna. While we're talking about the OCG stuff, actually, I'll bring up that because it came out right after. I was tempted to insert it like I did with the Six Samurai stuff, but it's only the OCG ban list. It used to be a big thing. Like my usual discretion of. Yeah, here we go. Changes, OCG, list. Oh, the old one's still on the wiki. Have you used the Yu-Gi-Oh wiki much recently?
A little bit.
Man, it's dog shit.
I try to avoid it.
Yeah. OCG ban list. What happened to Shriek? I miss Shriek. Shriek OCG ban list limit regulations. Here we go. We're gonna have to use the Yu-Gi-Oh organization article again, which only has the changes and doesn't have the full list, so I can remember stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking at the OCG list right now.
That's the old one.
And it's got locals up. Here's Rock Anti-Meta Control that's running 2 Neo-Spacian Grand Mall.
Oh my god.
What a god.
I mean, if only they gave rock monsters a reinforcement in the army, then we'll be somewhere. I've been waiting that forever. Like, there's like so many go. Like, you remember the go monsters that came out with the go-go-gas? There's so many cards of those I wanted to use. Like, they had a scrap chimera and stuff. It really fell into what I liked, but then nothing came of it.
That's how I feel about every deck I like.
Yeah.
I'm like, just give me that one good support card, and then they're like, here's a card that's half as good as you want. So it's just enough to keep you playing, but guess what? You'll never top with it.
Yeah, that's right, spellbooks are a thing there. Zefras, there we go. Zefras top 1 tournament apparently over there. Go back.
There we go. Zodiac True Jaco.
Wow, this is obviously great listening and great audio.
Holy shit, it's running a Bunny Blast. What?
Alright. So, oh jeez, that's terrible. So you're right. The only hit they did was Probable, then they limited Masterpiece. Actually, we can talk about that in Affecting Worlds. They hit Diagram and they hit Snow.
So Zephyr wins Worlds.
Holy shit, you're probably right.
Nah, I'm gonna say Invoked Wind Witch. Cause
Zephyr though. I'm trying to remember if Zephyr beat out Invoked Wind Witch at our locals.
I mean, I don't think your locals are how Worlds are gonna go, but
oh, dude, it's Worlds. Worlds is a fucking schmoz.
Maybe Medolce will do it again.
May as well be our locals.
Hain Turbo.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the quality of play is different, but the quality of decks is completely off-put. Like, doing 2 different ban lists in effect for it is the dumbest idea.
For real.
And, yeah, so this ban list is really over the shop. Like, they hit Scum to 2 for some reason, like... Solemn Strike to 2 over there. That's right, BLS is unlimited over there now as well. Yeah.
Will that really do anything?
I don't know.
Oh, aren't they in Cosmo format right now? Like, because everything else is gone?
Nah, probably. They probably will fall into Cosmo format because they never lost Dank Destroyer. So there you go. Over there.
Dank Destroyer back to 2.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Please. I just want to play Star Wars Forever. Actually, I'll go into that a little bit later too. Anyway, moving on from that tournament scene to our tournament scene. So obviously, as I was just saying, Zoo topped everything. Still, again, forever woohoo. They dropped all that other stuff, and in more tournament stuff. So your deck was built to beat
the meta.
Zoo. Your deck 7-0 against Zoo in my house.
7-0 against Zoo. I went like 11-0 against Infernoids. which aren't meta, but like it's still alright. And then like it's really good against True Draco as well because it runs like 4 cards that just stop the summon, um, like completely, and then a bunch of outs to it, even if it's on the field, regardless of what it's immune to. Um, so like super just absolute anti-meta deck. Um, and let me take you through what I versed with my anti-meta deck that destroys Zoo. I start off, get paired up, play a board that my board has dynamic power. Like I go first, dynamic power load, howling, charge, Terran on the field, and a limiter removal set. Not much beats that in my opinion. Like activate the howling, set the scales. It's great. He's playing Cosmo, and I lose. It's just bad. But not all is lost. Like I lose that in 3 rounds in time. But get to my second round, Cosmo again, destroy him. Get to my third round, Magicians, destroy him. Get to my fourth round, Zefra. Oh boy, Zefra. So this is my first real bad loss of the day. But he went on to top 2 the whole event.
What? I mean, Zephyr, mate. Come on. I was saying, Zephyr will win worlds.
Top 2 the whole event, which was interesting. And I just got destroyed. The guy was real cocky about it, telling me how to play my deck and stuff. I'm like, you play Zephyr. Don't.
He's also playing a pendulum deck, my friend. He's obviously
different.
He's mastered the pendulums. See, the problem with your Dinomist deck, mate, is you need a pendulum summon twice.
I should just play Zefras. Could I play it? No, I'm not even gonna think about it.
There's the half second like, hold on.
Could I? No, because it's like 1,000,000 stars.
Yeah.
And it only sends a Zep. Like, what am I thinking? Anyway, lost pretty bad. At that point, I was in the top 8, and I lost, and then I was X2, which does not make the top 8. So I might as well have dropped then. But I was like, I'll go 4-2. Like that'll be probably my best record. Versus Pepe. Opens up Skullcrabat. He opens Skull and Pensork both games. And what's Sky Iris?
Yeah, the good one, and not yep. Continue on. I got a story.
Yeah. Normal's Joker adds Gaturtle, and then Pensork draws 1, destroys the Pensork with Sky Iris, does the Plague, Pot of Greed, ends with the Fusion. He did well. I think it went to 3 games, but and I lost that one as well. And I was like, now I've lost more games than I've won, and I really need to start winning again. And then I versed Cyframes. So, activated Dynamic Power Load and just set my monsters. I was like, what are you going to do? Like, you're not doing anything now. Legitimately did nothing. Every time you put the field spell up, I destroyed it. It was easy. 2 games. 1. Which is weird, because every time I've versed Cyframes, it's been like, oh, we're going into time. Like, in game 1. Yeah. So I ended up X3 for the day in a 6-round tourney. And versus 0 meta.
That's the guffer. That's contrast to my one, where the Odd Eyes deck goes a little bit well against Rogue, because obviously you got the recurring stuff like bloody Meteor Burst can deal with so much like rando bullshit. It's not funny.
Meteor Burst is so good.
and then I fell into versing what's the one? Draco Zoo.
Yeah,
I was versing that, and I stupidly misplayed against that as well, and then like right away it's like, oh well, that was the one shot I had to overcome him, and now he's got 2 pops a turn. Right on. I forgot the misplay was. Oh yeah, I added a magician off our scroll combat and not an 8 scale, and so then I ended on 2 scales in my hand instead of a 2 and an 8 to bring back all the shit I had summoned to kind of at least form a play. I was probably dead in the water anyway, but I just didn't give myself a chance. And then, speaking of my deck going good against Rogue, I got versed dinosaurs and just somehow got pumped by them. And not some, I say somehow. So I was still running Otto's Light Phoenix, so I drew both of that, like a whole bunch of low scales and nothing else. And like no interactive low scales. And then game 2, two terraforming, 2 Sky Iris, and a Twin Twister.
What did you even do? What did you do? Did you just set the terraformings and the Twin Twister and activate the Sky Iris?
Yeah, terraforming in the Sky Iris, set Twin Twister, activate Sky Iris to just try and base spell and trap destruction and pass. He couldn't OTK me, and I Twin Twisted the field spell, I think, using the other terraforming as a discard, and then I drew into Abductor, Sky Iris. So it was like a half try to come back, but it was too little too late. He had game on me next turn.
I mean, is there anything else you'd rather draw in that moment, though?
No, there was nothing. Like that was the only way out of it.
There was a few moments like that. Like when I versed Kolto for the second time, he was about to win, right? In time. And I was like, I really need a Quaking. I really need a Quaking or else he attacks for game. And in my hand I had an MST and a Card of Demise and Force Set and Set Scales, and I had used my normal summon for the turn. And I was like, MST, your back row, cool. Card of Demise. Draw 3. And then I think I drew into like another MST, and I used that on the other back row.
Yeah. Who needs Twin Twisters, right?
Yeah, I mean, who needs them? Not me.
Me, because Twin Twister's also going to be another tricky one, where once again I had freaking Abductor up, Twin Twister, and just dog shit, and like I end up using it Twin Twister to destroy one of my own scales. And just get the Abductor count up.
Yeah.
That's what I love about that deck. It's so dumb. Pendulum decks, I'm going to miss them.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they're as dead as people think.
One summon back from the extra deck, though, is just so rough.
Yeah.
I guess there's like a continuous Treeborn Frog, right? Think of it that way. But investing 2 cards into summoning 1 monster, I guess
it's gotta be a good monster.
I guess you can summon from the hand, though.
Yeah, summon from the hand is alright. And then there is a bunch of cards that can add back from the extra deck to hand.
Yeah.
And those cards always fucking confused me. Like, why? I guess they make sense. Yeah, anyway, drew in a Card of Demise. Draw. Solemn Strike. I'm on 1,500 life points. No, I'm on 1,100 life points. Draw. MST. Oh, fuck. Draw. Quaking Mirror Force. I win. Legit, I lose that turn if I don't draw Quaking Mirror Force, and it's a third card off of Demise. Was so happy about it.
Fucking Quaking.
What deck gets worse if you had 3 Quaking ins? I mean, super heavy, but like, what else?
Yeah. Moving on.
I need to go over a card with you real quick.
Yep.
Dragon's Fighting Spirit.
Oh, hold on. I know the artwork. I don't remember the actual card.
I just want you to explain to me what the fuck what it's for. It's been sitting here on my desk for like too long, and I just don't understand it.
Hold on. Is this the card I tried to rep on? Nope, that's the other one. Target 1 dragon type monster you control. That was special summon this turn. For each monster your opponent currently controls, or special summon this turn, it gains 1 additional attack in the battle phase. Oh my god. That's...
Currently controls that was special summoned this turn.
Oh. On activation. So then you activate Regeki and then attack 3 times.
That was special summoned this turn. If you're activating this in your turn, they don't have anything they've special summoned this turn.
Okay, so if they've activated, let's say, Silver's Cry, Call the Haunted.
I guess,
if
but
they've
like,
used,
what is this?
if they've used their Cosmo ability.
Yeah, I guess. I just don't understand it. It seems like such a fucking bad card, and it's Ultra for some reason. Anyway, that was it. That's been on my mind for a bit.
There's my half reasoning. If they've used reasoning. Nah, anyway. We did have the suspension stuff to talk about, but we're running out of time.
You want to quickly go over it, or?
Yeah, what do you think of
Billy Break?
Yeah, so like obviously
Billy Broke.
People get suspended all the time and stuff, and we never really talk about it. But
Not this high profile.
He's second place. Like he was in line to go to Worlds based off their points qualification system. He was second place, which top 2 of that I believe go. Yeah, so he was definitely in line. Like this was going to be a big thing, and then, wow, don't admit you cheat on YouTube or not. That's harsh terms.
Is it though?
I don't know. Like conceding games.
Did he cheat?
Some people have the hardline view that it is cheating. Obviously after they should have just done why play it out right, and that's the thing. And the wording he used in the deck profile was very problematic. And
Absolutely. Yeah.
If he had just said,
already won.
If he just said, yeah, if he just went, she gave me the win. Why'd you play it out?
Or even just do the win and then have a friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what they apparently changed their tune to say. I've only read stuff on Facebook and
I saw the video. Yeah.
I saw House of Champs comments on in replying to that saying, oh no, they only played friendly, so they signed the match slip after that. But the original comment did implicate that something that violated tournament policy happened. Scooping though is probably not the worst of things. I wouldn't say it's necessarily cheating, but at the same time,
I don't think scooping's cheating, but exactly how he said it is pretty on the dot about the rules. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure breaking the rules is technically cheating, but cheating is stacking your deck, lying,
Did he lie?
Profiles. Well, House of Champs might have lied in defense of him, or he lied in the video. Someone had to have lied. They contradict each other.
I think he's lied in the video, to be honest, and it's come back to bite him.
Yeah, we're gonna full woke on this, and if someone has lied, he's he's perjury, right? Here we gotta unseat him. Unseat him. Let's go full InfoWars style on this. Let's break it down.
Obama turned my frogs gay with chemical.
Yes.
Billy Break cheated Yu-Gi-Oh! And made me sad.
Yeah.
Billy Break, you wicked witch. I see through your lies.
Yeah.
No, yeah. There's not even a lot to say about it, to be honest, is there?
It's I wonder if. So his second play, and now this makes way for Jeff Jones. Probably one of the.
Imagine if Jeff Jones goes on to win Worlds now.
Oh no, there's a lot of good Japanese contenders. You also have
the dude who's won Worlds how many times in a row? Twice now.
Yeah. Then obviously you have the guy, the European guy that beat Billy. No, Billy beat him in that YCS. Joshua Schmidt. Yeah, that. His name is familiar. I'll probably mispronounce that. There's some vicious humping going on in my room between rats. Wow, that's aggressive humping. It's like Konami and Billy.
Ooh, it's hate fucking. Ooh.
Yeah. That's probably what he would be doing to fucking to bloody that just his deck, right?
Oh, I thought. No, never mind.
Oh, were you going somewhere else with that? Nah. Well, they. Oh no, bloody your girl scoops to you after she beat you. That's a keeper. Unlike fucking
maybe it's generalized hate.
Unlike my current partner, she you know what? She beats me in Star Wars, clean cut, freaking many times in a row with no forgiveness.
My girlfriend calls me a fucking loser.
For playing cards.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, like, and that's the thing about this game. Like, this game, I just can't introduce anyone to it anymore. It's so.
No, I'm done with it. I'm so done.
And that's like I got Zoe into Star Wars. So.
Yeah.
Which I mean, like, so that was the last thing I was going to mention. Like, like our side decking, our rules on the stack, that's magic. Our rules on chaining, there's a few things that we've gotten that we got pretty good with Yu-Gi-Oh actually. Also, the way that Star Wars Destiny works is it's a best of one, and that if in a major tournament when they go to top cut, it turns into best of three, but there's no side decking. So why the fuck are we playing a best of three if there's no side deck? I'm having an argument on the internet right now, where it's there's no point in doing best of, like, sure, it removes a little bit of variance and stuff, but without side decking and stuff, I don't want to waste my time. Also, it's a very long game.
Yeah. How long does it take?
Oh, like half an hour for one game, right? Like, so if you're playing three,
Jesus.
that's like, and they go, oh, we just have 45-minute rounds. It's like. I already go to time, like, after 2 games in Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know what I'm going to do with this shit.
So many times I've gone into time game 1 because I'm just like, I sit there and I'm like,
Yeah.
what do?
Paleo life.
What do you mean paleo? Set 3 pass.
Yeah, then you just keep going back and forth, I'm going to miss that deck. I was thinking about playing 40-card version of Paleo, actually, but...
Just play 60 cards.
Fuck, we're at 40 minutes. Anyway, so we were going to talk about Vrains, but you don't watch Vrains, as you admitted earlier.
Not at all.
And nothing really happened this episode, so we might get back to next week when they actually commence and finish the duel. Looking forward to the week. Is there any cards or decks or anything that you're going to buy, sell, or look to get or trade into?
Okay. Yeah, actually, kind of. So I always want to buy Drownings and Moki Mokis. Those are the most important. But I've been looking at X-Sabers. I kind of like the idea that it's a 2-card combo to rip 5 from hand.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely do that. That is definitely what X-Sabers do.
Except when they don't do that, and you're like, draw 5, pass. Yeah, that's the other side of it. But Gothams is just a godly card.
Yes.
Gothams. What about you, Bragg?
I might try and trade into Psych. I don't think I'm actually going to buy packs of the Pendulum Evolution. I'll either try and trade into some of the stuff that people pull, but obviously what I would be looking for is what other people will have. Maybe I'll just call it a day and just buy the singles from Sweet Game Cave. Obviously through a proxy, because I can't actually get down there for another few months. Weeks. Months and weeks, they're all the same.
Why can't you get down there, man?
I've got a thing called work.
Ooh, that's lame. You should quit that.
And I was on day shift. Oh, why would anyone on this podcast quit a job with them?
Ooh, why would anyone? I'm not saying anything. Ooh, nice one, Balake. You're a god.
Otherwise, we're gonna go. Yeah, so I was gonna do it last week, but I didn't have my pendulum stuff together. I didn't have my deck built to Saturday night, so I don't actually have a deck. And going down there to play Goat, even though I would like to play Goat and Dragon Rulers against is it Luke has it? Luke or Isaac, one of the two. They have spell books to play against Dragon Rulers. So we're gonna do that flashback tournament format. Actually, shit, the Goat format's in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta get training. Actually, gotta figure out a side deck for Goat. So that's that's probably my next interesting thing.
Oh my god, you're actually having a side deck for Goat.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm gonna try and pick up Mystic Swordsman level 2. That's the big one. Mystic Swordsman level 2 destroys a face down card without flipping it. Even though, otherwise, so that's all. Hope to see you back on the pod soon, man.
Should be back.
Yeah.
Don't see why not.
And it's going to be good when New South Wales beats you
Oh yeah, get fucked. Yeah, okay, buddy.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Yeah. Thanks, man. And this is the Cowboy for Game podcast with the proper outro, something. Be back next week. Subscribe, all that bullshit. See you later. Bye.
Bye. Watch anime. I'm a human. You can quote me on that.